All right, let's get to it. I'm writing my first novel called The Comic Book Code. What has gone on before? It is less than half an hour until fanboy Armageddon. The 1,000 or so supers trapped in the small press fortress have to fight nearly 250,000 mind-controlled supers under the control of Bunny Bubbles, the evil anti-Grail. That will be videoed for evil movie director spin-offs version of the movie based on Holly's graphic novel, The Last Super. Whichever side is found wanting will be exterminated by the Hellfire Cannon. Cal was preparing the supers for battle, and he noticed that Holly was not with them, and he became angry with her. He calculated that she is in the coffee shop themed after Dan Mann's early comic books. Superpower roster: Holly, the Super Grail, Super Telekinesis, Flight, Super Strength, Blonde Amazon, Good Looks, a nasty temper, and a costume that tends to ride up, and she hates that. Cal, Super Intelligence and Batman-type body armor, dark scary costume, cape, and cowl. Super Bean, Super Speed, partially fueled by coffee, and can brew coffee in volume super fast, and a physique like Too Much Coffee Man, if you know who that guy is. The chapter where Holly does what she does, that she thinks she will not get another chance to do it. The Seaside City Convention Center, the main convention hall, the small press fortress, a Sunday, 3:02 p.m. Not counting Holly and Cal, Dan's manly coffee shop was unoccupied, except for Zoom, core stack, graph, Zoom! Cal's intellect and perception spotted Super Bean running into the shop, super perfect coffee, filling hundreds of coffee cups, stacking them on a tray, and running the tray to thirsty supers on the small press floor, all in 2.3 seconds. Cal sniffed the lingering, steamy, nutty coffee aroma, analyzing the various coffee blends. Then he crept toward Holly, getting his anger close before unleashing it. Cal, this is the author. Could you please observe the shop's interior again and do it slow enough that the readers can see it? I know you memorized the whole layout in every possible detail in less than a second, but... Cal stopped, letting his anger simmer. Very well, Dave. I'll observe again. The readers deserve it. Murals of Dan Mann supers, heroes and villains, men and women, girls and boys, cats and dogs, engaged in good versus evil, life and death, punching, kicking, and power blasting super battles festoon the walls. Within easy reach of every table were tall, skinny bookshelves filled with stacks of comic books and ebooks, potted plants that put out fresh oxygen, plush chairs, and a couple of worn-out, soft couches surrounded the tables. Bookshelves and plants provided plenty of shadows within Cal could lurk. He did, and he observed Holly, and his anger deflated. Tall, empty glasses stood on Holly's table. 10 iced mochas, thought Cal. Poor thing, she must have been extremely tense when she got here, and she must have a super strong bladder. The table was on a balcony, which gave a nice view of the small press floor below. There all the fanboys and fangirls were moving into position for battle, but the author will not describe that now because Holly is not looking at them. Holly was focused on the intellectophone propped up on the table before her, her fingers dancing on its folding wireless keyboard. Her long legs were crossed at the ankle, her white cape draped over the chair's back, her posture was ramrod straight. She smiled contentedly and hummed softly, nodding her head with the music wafting up from the floor 30 feet below, where Keith and his band played the Underdog superhero theme song, or another one if they can't get the rights to this song in the movie. The intellectophone buzzed loudly. Holly's face clouded over. She stopped typing, groaned, and plopped her hands on the table. Her shoulders sagged. Cal calculated that the weight of the world had crashed down on Holly's shoulders. He saw her slowly sit up straight again, her face toughening, her back unbowed. Cal stepped out of the shadows. Holly jerked with surprise. Cal, I didn't see you come in. She ran her admiring gaze over Cal's cowled and caped Dark Knight costume with her knight in it. So, Batgirl, you're playing the shadows. I didn't hear you either. Cal's voice was crime fighter deep yet playful. So the superwoman does not have super hearing. Holly cocked her head in amusement. I can't see through walls either. Her shoulders sagged again. I set the phone's alarm to. Cal cut her off, knowing what she would say. Actually, you have 5 minutes, 37 seconds before you need to head into position. Zoom, perk, pour, stack, grab. Superbean held another tray of coffees. His fat belly quivered under tight red spandex, a race car revving. Sorry, it's my last delivery. You want another round, Holly? Holly deeply sniffed coffee aroma, then sighed. No, thanks for the mochas. You look like you needed them. Zoom! Holly glanced longingly at her intellectophone, then at Cal. Cal saw happy and sad mingling in Holly's sky blue eyes. She asked softly, would you sit with me a minute? In 3 cake-billowing strides, Cal was at the table and sitting at Holly's left side. He observed Holly's hand, still on the table, still near the keyboard. He reached his right hand toward her left. Before he could give her a comforting Kevlar glove squeeze, she had picked up her intellectophone and put it on Cal's hand. Cal, she asked, could you look at the ideas I wrote for my next book and pick the ones you like best? Cal's frown showed despite his cowl. Holly, I'm not a creative. Holly's pleading eyes cut him off. He examined the ideas and took 5.7 seconds to fully analyze them in dozens of permutations. Cal nodded as he handed back the phone. The little Supergirls versus the Super Bullies. That theme's been done before, but you would love writing it, and your littlest fangirls would adore it. Holly looked pleased. I was just finishing the first chapter when that alarm. She lost her smile and looked to her right over the balcony and the wall surrounding small press. Oh, Cal, I hate the thought of those supers beyond that wall. Their minds locked in a 5D brainwashing movie. She choked slightly. Especially my poor little fangirls. She faced Cal. This has got to work. I'd give anything to save them. It should work, Cal said. And so determination lost sadness on Holly's face. He thought, no greater love than the superhero. He said gently, 2-minute warning. Holly nodded and put the intellectophone and keyboard in her pocket. She and Cal stood up together. She smiled again. Cal, I'm not afraid. I would have made a good Green Lantern. And she embraced Cal, and Cal embraced her. And in 0.2 seconds, Cal calculated precisely how much heartbreak he would feel when he let go. Cal and Holly swayed gently to the superhero music wafting out from below. And so the dark bad guy and the blonde superwoman slowly danced, king and queen of the fanboy Armageddon throng. You know, I think I'll end the chapter here. I think they want to be alone for a minute. Percy Sledge, when a man loves a woman, if you didn't know already.
All right, so I'll give it up for Pump the Code, Dave Strom. Keep that song playing, man. Come on.